smashed, bro.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up? It's your boy Levelhead back with another live and level gamers and casual gamers like me podcast. I have Mr. Norris, I have K-Bum 20, and yours truly is here. Got a little bit to talk about this week. Is the PlayStation 6 delayed? Woo! Microsoft is blaming Xbox for losses. Oh my God. Nintendo Direct, Partner Direct, I kind of predicted this. Next week, possibly. Are we happy? Do we want a main line or do we want a partner? What else, Keith? What else? There's so much more to talk about. But yeah, we got a lot to discuss on this evening. Let me get over here and make sure I got all our topics right. Dispatch. We're going to talk about that controversy with Nintendo. Going back to the NES days where they took the blood out of Mortal Kombat. Nintendo, what are you doing? Slap yourself. See what's going on there. What else is taking place? Sony is quietly suggesting PlayStation 4 players upgrade to the PlayStation 5. We gotta talk about that as well. I'm pretty sure that Mr. K-Bomb will have a lot to say about that. So we got a lot to talk about. What's up, Nia? Welcome to the show. What's up, Alan Steed? What's up, Comic Book Crunch? We are here.
We got smashed, bro.
Man. This is our third podcast for the month. Man, how do y'all feel? What's going on? People, what's up? Y'all quiet. I need some life in this joint.
Yeah, man. I'm here, man. I'm just letting you get through your little opening, and get your words out and get us going before you get in here and start making some ruckus. But no, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
Good.
Okay. Mr. Norris, we've been going back all day. So this is the mutual ground, sir. We are trucing it out.
What's good? Switzerland? Is this Switzerland?
Yes,
is that
this is Greenland. No, this is Iceland. This is Iceland.
Please don't be Greenland.
This is Iceland.
Oh man. No,
Venezuela.
We good.
All right.
Good.
But anyway, yeah, me and Norris was going back and forth, but we that's what we do before we jump on here, man. We already ready to go. What's going on? Leveled, I was trying to inbox you on Twitter. You were, sir? Let me see. Let me check, Alan Steed. Let me see what you had to talk about, Tank Dog. Let me see. What was you saying? It better be something good, too. Let me see. Did I block it? I don't think I did. But anyway, man, we got a little bit to discuss on tonight. I don't got any direct. No, I don't have anything. Sir, you sure you sent me something? You said you tried to. Try again. When you fail the first time, try again, sir. I don't know what you're trying to send me, but hey, try again, my man. But yeah, man, we got to talk about all this, man. K-Bum, 2030, yes, bro? 2030? We got to talk about it. 2030?
Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it.
Microsoft don't want nothing. Microsoft is upset with Xbox division. Did they fire Phil Spencer yet? I hope they did not. But man, it just seemed like.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
If that was my job, I would have been out of here. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I think
whole team gone.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's they I guess the leaks are finally taking its toll, and Microsoft is like, no, it's time to go ahead and put this old yeller to rest. Y'all lost us money. They try to use it to cover up their own losses as Microsoft. They blaming it all on Xbox. I'm like, man. But anyway, we're gonna give us some predictions on what may be shown in this partner showcase. And we're gonna talk about everything else. But welcome to the show, man.
Welcome.
Man, let me ask you this, K-Bomb Keith. Did y'all see this new trailer of DC's Is it Lobo?
Supergirl's the movie though, right?
Is it Supergirl?
Supergirl. Yeah, the movie is Supergirl.
Okay. What y'all think?
I saw the original trailer. No, I don't know about original, but the trailer that had Lobo in it. Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a new one.
No, that's what I'm talking about. The one with Lobo with old boy. With
Yeah.
Jason
Momoa.
I saw a teaser of that. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to trailers, I haven't watched a thing. I honestly didn't even watch the Black Panther. Was it Black Panther? I haven't even watched that either. I haven't watched nothing.
Okay.
Jeez, buddy.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks,
I know.
Keith. Keep making sure I got the stuff loaded. Okay, we rest to go. I got so much loaded already, but I'll get that in there. He gave me 2 more links. I got you. But yeah, man, go ahead, K-Bone. You were saying something.
Yeah, I did see it. I saw the trailer.
What you thought?
I don't know if it's gonna be a good movie. I'm not a Supergirl fan, so we'll see about that. I'm not a DC fan in general, so but I think Jason Momoa is. I think playing Lobo is right up his alley. So I think if anyone you get Lobo, I think he's a great person for that. I think he fits that character very well. So I have no qualms about him playing that character. I think he's going to do a great job of anything. That now the girl they have playing Supergirl, I don't know if I would have chose her. I don't think she's a bad actress. I liked her in House of Dragons, but I don't know. I just she doesn't feel Supergirl-ish to me. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Girl playing her because you said House of Dragons. Who's the girl from House of Dragons that's playing?
She played the original younger version of the girl from the House of Dragons.
Yeah, she played the princess who ended up taking over, becoming the queen.
Yes.
The young girl.
Yes.
What's her name?
When she was still young. When she was still
She has
that's who she played.
She has a real exotic look. She doesn't look like a Supergirl to me either. Did she buff up?
Nah. She's still little.
She's then that don't really. Anyway,
Yeah, she little.
All right. I don't need to see no more.
Even old girl buffed up. The one who played Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
What is her name? Good Lord, how did I lose her name? But she who played Padme. Padme buffed up to play Thor, Love and Thunder.
But I just saw her name.
It's my fault.
Natalie Portman.
Thank you.
It's my fault because this is something I do all the time. Like, and I think y'all is rubbing off on y'all. Y'all be like,
No, I was scrolling on. I was scrolling on YouTube and I saw that she had an interview with I can't think of the other girl name.
See, I told you it's rubbing off. It's me. It's me, man. I do this so much. My boy be like, man, I'm just drawing a blank, bro. Now, if I'm not on here, I can pull it up. But it's like, man, where my thoughts go? But anyway, what was I finna say? I see someone down here says, there's a Black Panther trailer. No, there is a Doomsday trailer with Black Panther. With the Black Panther cast in it, so it's preparation for Doomsday. It's commercial build up for Doomsday. One is featuring Black Panther cast. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, surprised y'all didn't correct me because I didn't know. I said it was a Black Panther trailer. I didn't know what it was.
I thought you was referring to the Doomsday Black Panther trailer.
That's what I was. I thought it was Black Panther, but I didn't know it was Doomsday.
No, it's
Lord
Doomsday. Yeah, it's building up Doomsday. Slap yourself. But anyway, so without further ado, we have broke the ice. It's 9 minutes in. We trying to get this thing down to an hour and 30. So we got to stay on the time frame. So let's go to what we do best. What you been gaming on? Yeah. You know what time it is. It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. Who want to go first? Who wants to take the driver's seat?
I can drive because I've only played one game.
All right, all right, all right.
I had a plan.
Okay, this is interesting.
I had a plan, and I said, I told Nia, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait, and I'm not gonna get Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna wait because right behind it is Dragon Quest, and then right behind that, I think is what Resident Evil. So I already kind of had games planned out, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to really just play Final Fantasy VII. It's not like a game that I'm just really looking forward to. Well, I had a plan. That plan has been busted. I bought Final Fantasy VII right after the podcast.
Wow.
Right after the podcast.
Where's your self-control?
I didn't have any. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get it. It's $40 right now. Nintendo might be tripping later and try to make it $60 down the road. I don't know.
Ooh.
So, been playing Final Fantasy VII. Now,
That's funny.
the game is an outstanding port. It's an outstanding port of the integrated version of Final Fantasy VII. Graphics look great. Gameplay is tight. The 30 frames a second, which is more important, is the time. What is it? Frame counter.
Frame pacing.
Frame pacing. Thank you. My brain ain't gonna be here tonight, guys. I apologize. Frame pacing. Frame pacing is on point. Like I don't even feel stutters in this game. You know how they say 30 frames per second. I couldn't play that. It's perfectly fine.
I couldn't do it.
It's perfectly play. You say you couldn't?
No, I was being funny.
It's perfectly fine. It's 1000% playable. As long as it's consistent, it's playable, and the game is rock solid. So far the story's okay. I'm not feeling the magic yet. That thing that normally hits me when I'm playing games is like, yo, I couldn't wait for this moment. Now we here. I haven't had that moment yet. I'm on chapter 10.
Dang,
I think for me.
Man,
And if you
can doing,
and if you keep playing this,
I
be gaming, bro. I be gaming. I got skills.
I be doing everything, but
one day I might let y'all see my skills. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm on chapter 10. That theme for the story hasn't hit me, but I'll say this: there's a lot of themes that's going on in this game. It's not an open world game. It's extremely linear. You try to turn around and go the opposite way to do something, the game is going to stop you, and they're going to be like, "Hey, Cloud, where are you going? What you doing? We're going this way." So you can't. It ain't get off the beaten. It ain't get off the beaten path.
It
ain't that. So I know on the surface, you look at this game, and Level talked about this last week. But on the surface, you look at this game and you say, "Oh man, they turned Final Fantasy into like a action RPG or whatever." No. It's 100% still an RPG. You gonna be in that. You gonna be in your menus because I think once I got to a certain point, I stayed in the menus. I fought a little bit.
What game is this again?
Final Fantasy VII remake.
Remake? The remake, not the retrograde, whatever it's called. Is that different?
The integrate. Yeah, it's the same thing. But this one has the lighting and all the other extra bells and whistles.
Okay, but it's the same thing. Okay, thank you.
But yeah, I was living in the menus, healing whoever was with Barrett or whoever was with me, Tifa. I was healing them. I was trying to make sure, because like you can do, like you get this ability early on where you can, I think it's called assess or access or something like that, where you can
Final Fantasy
figure out
VII
the
Remake
weakness of
is
the enemy that
finally
you
out on-
face, and a lot of times they have elemental weaknesses like fire, lightning, blizzard, and wind, and you have to figure out which one of those that you can use on this enemy. Then you can also tell what they're immune to. So you got it's an RPG, and if you can stagger them, that's when you really get to work on your enemy. If you don't stagger and it's a strong enemy, then most likely they're gonna kick your butt. Early on in the game, I wasn't blocking. You do have you trust me. You need to block because a lot of times you want to go right in and just get the wailing on your enemy, but you it's still an RPG. Just remember that it's
Can you
still
give him
an
hands?
You ain't gonna be able to give hands like that. Not on strong enemies. Weak enemies, yes, but on the strong ones, you need to be more tactical. But all in all, it's cool. I can't reveal anything or say anything story wise because I know Level trying to get through it and he really wants to put some effort into this game, so I won't do that. But all in all, I think it's a great game. I'm looking forward to this and Rebirth. I mean, looking forward to Rebirth. And they've already talked about the trilogy.
What's Rebirth?
Rebirth is the second
part.
portion of the remakes. So the remakes
Is it out yet?
No,
Yes.
no.
It's
Rebirth
out-
is on
it's
PlayStation.
out
I'm
on
sorry, it's on
PlayStation,
PlayStation.
yeah. It's on
PlayStation
PlayStation.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
Has
bad. I was just,
the third part came out yet?
no,
No.
no.
Oh, how long they gonna take to get this game out?
And you know this is all the stories from the original Final Fantasy
Yeah.
VII on the PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yes, I know that. I never played it and probably never will.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad you said that. Okay. Let me say this, and then I'm gonna end it. So with the Switch 2, you get the bundle on the digital when you get the bundle. So they give you Final Fantasy 7. I got a homeboy. He played all the Final Fantasy. He loves Final Fantasy. Well, I'm gonna say I don't know if he played 1 through 6, but I know for sure he played 7 on out. And I watched him play Final Fantasy 7 back in the day, and I was like, bro, I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'm like, all right, I'm a new me. It's 2026. I got the game with the bundle. Let me open up Final Fantasy 7, the original game. I turned it on, beat the first few enemies, and I said, I will never play this game. And I immediately deleted it and removed
Never
it off my
gonna get
home
it. Never
screen.
gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Not gonna happen.
That's
It's
funny.
not gonna happen.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I
Give
do
him
gaming.
credit,
It's Final
bro.
Fantasy 7.
All right. Shouts out to Alexander. What's up, bro? Welcome to the show.
You can
K-Ball.
just call him Alec.
His name is Alexander.
Yeah, just call him Alex. No one says all the other letters in his name.
I don't know what he wants me to say. Okay, you say Alex. Alex, welcome to the show, bro. K-Ball. Slap yourself. All right, you got the floor, man. Go ahead.
Oh no, man! I've been slacking, bro.
I've been working.
Let's
Been working.
I've been working, man, but I've been slacking on my variety because usually I'm playing all different type of games. I have not done that.
Working.
So it's the usuals right now. Still 2K with the homies, 2K with Alex. Whenever you want to pass the homie the ball instead of shooting terrible shots, but 2K with the homies. Actually, we've gotten more of the buddies to hop on who normally don't play 2K, so that's legit. Level, you'll fit right in if you wanted to play.
What you trying to say?
You
I
get on there
suck?
and have me
because
yell at you.
Wait a minute, hold up. Because I suck, I fit right in. Go ahead.
I didn't say you suck. I just said I didn't say they suck.
I
just
would take this
said you feel right in. You made that
I knew
that
what that
judgment
was
call.
because I know you. And if they was good, you'd be like, "No, bro, not this time. Sit this one out."
You made that judgment call.
Proverbial shoulder tap. Like you okay, man? You all right? So I know if you invite me to play, somebody sucks, so I can come in and feel at home.
Not saying that. I did, Alex. I did not say you suck, bro.
Your laughs are
don't
telling
believe
on
that.
you, sir. Your laughs are
Don't
telling.
believe that, brother. I did not say you
Last time they
suck.
trade you.
Alex, I'm used to the slander, sir. Don't let them slander you like that, Alex. I'm used to it. They coined the phrase
Oh,
leveled
man.
head down. I'm used to it.
Level head down.
Go ahead.
Anyway, okay. So playing 2K with the homies, playing Rivals. Like I said, they dropped Deadpool a couple weeks ago. Playing that. Played one game of Madden. I'm still trying to finish my dynasty with I got franchise with the Jets. Trying to make Fields a great quarterback, make him great again. And honestly, I've been focusing more on my PC and my phone, playing Magic the Gathering, the trading card game. I've actually been putting a lot of time into that. I've actually recently got back into playing the paper version of Magic. Just bought a new deck about a couple of weeks ago. Went up to the store last Friday to play. Got a chance to beat everybody there, so that was pretty fun. So I'm actually getting back into paper Magic. I haven't played that in probably 2019 before COVID. So I've been dividing my time. I've actually been categorizing my Magic collection. So taking all the cards that I have in physical and storing them in a digital setup, so I know what cards I have and how much they retail for. So that's what I've been doing with my time. It hasn't been just playing games, I guess PlayStation 5 games, but it has been divided between PC and also paper Magic. I did turn on the Switch 2, so claps for that. I turned it on. Did get a chance to play an actual level yet of Hades 2, but I need to get back into that. But I've been spending more time on gaming on the phone and gaming on the Switch 2. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna beat it, but just not right now. I don't have the capacity to involve that yet. So that's what I've been gaming on.
What about Silk Song? You ain't got back on that yet?
I can go ahead and delete that. I need to go ahead and delete that. Thanks for telling me.
Oh, man. All right. Welcome to the show, Cherry Man. No. Yeah, that is Cherry Man. Welcome to the show, bro. Yes, Alex. He's trying to say that we both need to put in more work. Not just you, sir. I told you, man. Don't let his slander get to you. So I guess it's my turn. So what have I been playing on? Well, I got a few different games in for this week. Keith last week said he tried out Madden for the Switch 2. They had a timed opportunity to play or something like that, or a demo, something like that, Keith?
It's like a 6-day demo or something like that.
Okay, that's EA for you. Don't just give you a demo, give you a 6-day demo. But anyway, so Keith was playing the Madden. K-Bum didn't try it out. But I already owned Madden. And I was telling Keith how he said it was a little stuttery, a little glitchy. And I was telling him how I learned that if you download the game straight to the console's memory instead of from the SD card or express card, it's actually more stable. So I was just curious. I wanted to test my theory. I turned on Madden. And I'm here to tell you, I hadn't played Madden in a minute. Madden looks good on the Switch too. Really, really, really good. And it's noticeably more stable than I remembered. I literally saw no actual in-game playing. I saw no stutters or glitches. Like it was, Keith, like you was kind of describing Final Fantasy VII. Like smooth like that. It was smooth like that. And I was kind of, I even chatted with you and said, man, this game is way smoother. I don't know if EA did some new stuff, so I did some research. And it is believed several different ones have noted that the frame rate seems way more stabler than the original when it released. So I'm here to say that it is smoother, K-Bum. It is smoother. And I think we can game share, so you don't even have to buy that game, and we can get it in, and we
want to do that.
We can get it in and see what what you doing over there. You know what I'm saying? Come to my
We can
ground.
stop this podcast
Come to my
right now.
Come to my stumping ground,
We can
sir.
stop this podcast
Come to
right
my
now.
come to,
But we got smashed, bro.
drop these bombs all over your head. Belichick style. Anyway, they did do Belichick wrong. But anyway, what else did I play? I played Mario Kart World. And I'm just going to say, I can't compete with these people. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with this particular Mario. I have never had an issue with competing with the online contestants. I can't do nothing. I'm always in the middle of the pack. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? I don't know about y'all, but the competition has heightened on that game. And it just feels like I just need to put the controller
Because
down.
people ain't playing for funsies no more. They playing to win.
Man, I don't know what done happened, bro, but something
They
is
ain't playing
totally
for
different.
funsies. There's a meta. There's a meta, and people are playing the meta. This is what happens when your game gets competitive.
Something is going on. Welcome to the show,
Yeah,
Dark
all
Wing.
right.
I mean, I know I'm not the only one that has noticed that it ain't even fair jumping in there. It's like, why even try? Why level head
I don't
down?
go over there.
Man, it's like, what? Am I that trash? I'm not this trash, but I'm trash today. So anyway, Mario Kart keep humbling me to put the controller down and say, wait till something more your level come out level. No puns intended. But anyway, what else did I play?
There was one more piece. I just wish they did more to bring you back to play it.
Well, they
Like
add some new
there's
stuff in it, but they ain't gonna bring you back. But
a real try to bring it back. Like, I don't know. I just wish they did a little bit more. I know I don't want it to be an online. It doesn't have to be an online as a service type of game, but just like a season. Like this is winter, and so now they added winter maps, and they changed some of the maps to be winter, and they got new winter costumes. Just
man,
something to make you come back.
You know, Nintendo ain't giving that until about the third, fourth year of the Switch too. That's why they go. That's why it can last the whole. I'm not justifying it. You just know how they are, K-Ball. Come on,
Just
bro.
saying, man.
I ain't mad at that though.
Like Rivals, I keep coming back to Rivals. It keeps giving me a reason to come back to give me new stuff. This is modern gaming now. You got to keep people playing your game.
Let me get back to my game,
Anyway.
man. Let me get back to what I was doing.
Go ahead, brother.
After I just got so rudely rudely, use your word. I did something. I played Street Fighters. Just get all the ones I played. I played Street Fighters. I played some Shadows and turned it right back off.
Why?
I don't know. It just I wasn't in the mood for Shadows. But I did two things. And I say the best for last. Like Keith, I had a desire to try out Final Fantasy VII and take it serious. I had booted up the demo, and I was like, Keith, I see Keith start posting all these pictures of him just playing Final Fantasy VII. And I found out that it came out, and I'm like, he been on the ball that night all day at work. He just posting all these pictures, like just gloating. I'm like, oh, that's what you're doing, sir? So I was like, let me go on Best Buy to see if they got a physical copy or game key card copy out here. They had one, literally one. I don't know if they had sold out of the rest. And something like, I didn't know they only had one. I'm getting ahead of myself. I saw that they had one. I was going to order it right there, and I was like, I'll just wait till I get off and go out there and get it. Got off, went out there. It was literally the only one they had. So I bought it. K-Bum, I actually got some Magic, the Gathering cards, Final Fantasy style for you if you want them, because I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let me get some of those.
Okay, so it came.
I'll take some of those.
It came in the physical box. K-Bum, the physical. Anyway, I started up the game. I'm not that far. It literally uploaded my saves from the demo, and I'm liking it so far. I mean, Keith is absolutely right. It does make you go into that menu, and I've really been paying attention. Yes, can you freestyle a little bit? Yes, you can, but on those stronger enemies, you can't do that. So I'm trying to approach this game with the right mindset, the right dedication, commitment to paying attention and literally learning how they want you to play the game and playing it right. So I've been playing Final Fantasy VII. It is a beautiful game. It is absolutely buttery smooth. He is not lying. And I love the animation. I love the storyline. I would say right now, just a sec, out of all the games that I've played, Final Fantasy VII on Switch 2 is probably the best looking. Hold on, my wife is calling me. Take over real quick, K-Bum, and I'll be right back.
Oh, so what I was saying about level, no. No, man, you know, I used to watch my homie play Final Fantasy back in college because I believe I watched him play 10. Yeah, I watched him play Final Fantasy 10, and that one was colorful, and it had old dude in like the swim shorts, whatever his outfit was.
Man, it was crazy, right? With the boots.
Yeah, with the boots and the swim shorts he had on, man. I didn't know what was going on. And I watched the homie play it. I'm just like, how long did it take you to beat this game? My man said like 120 hours. And I was like, bro, the same game?
It's an investment, bro.
I can't do it, brother.
And they came out with a 10 too. So it's 10-1.
Yeah, 10-2. Yes, I know about the 10-2. I know I know all about Final Fantasy. I don't have a desire to play it. It's just before The Witcher, I think the longest game I've ever played was Mass Effect. And I think that was 25 hours. Mass Effect 2, I believe. Yeah. But either that, and I think Watch Color was ended up being about 20 hours. Metal Gear Solid 4, I think, got around close to 20. So before The Witcher, that was my limit, bro. Give me a sweet 14-hour game, and I'm good to go, bro. Give me that
single player though, right?
Yeah, single player. Yeah, no, yeah, single player. Give me that God of War. Give me that clean 14-hour story that wraps up with a nice bow. Give me that kind of. I can't play I'm not doing all the side quests. Like I just give me something linear. Give me an arrow. Tell me where to go next.
So what was it about Witcher that made you say, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try?
I've always wanted to play The Witcher. So let's get that out the way. The first Witcher came out on PC. I didn't have a PC of the game at that point in time. I wanted to play it back from the first Witcher because I watched the combat. I was watching some, but then I was really big into like watching how the game is made. And they were showing the combat for The Witcher. And the combat looked so dope, but it came out on PC. And I didn't have a piece of the game on, so I couldn't play the first Witcher, so I was upset. And then the second Witcher came out on Xbox and the PC, couldn't play that, so I was a little upset about that. But the third Witcher, he wanted to do the whole thing. The third Witcher came out. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It coming out for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I'm gonna go ahead and invest into it, even though I knew it was gonna take me forever. But I just fell in love with it because even the side missions had great story. So that would kind of made me do that. So that's the only single player game I've played. No. I'll give it back to this one. There's two games, Keith, that I've actually, two single player games that I spent around 60 hours beating. One is The Witcher 3. Do you know what the second one is?
Breath of the Wild. You didn't beat it though.
Nah. That was about 20 hours.
A game that you beat. Is it RPG?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. All together, Mass Effect is 60 hours, but not by itself. There's another game that was 60 hours.
Dang it.
Okay. That's been about 60, 50.
What system? PlayStation?
PS5.
PS5?
PS5.
Shoot.
Come on, Keith. You know this, brother.
I told you my brain ain't on today.
We share the experience.
Okay.
I shorty that like the big stars.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk or Stellar? Oh, Cyberpunk. Okay.
Cyberpunk, brother. Cyberpunk took me about 58, I think, hours to beat. Yeah, that's only two games I've spent that much time beating, and they're both made by the same developer. So I think that's kind of wild. But anyway,
Hey, that's when as soon as you said we shared it, you said first thing I thought was Pan Am.
Fan down, baby.
So let me finish real quick so we can get into what we got at these topics. But yeah, so I playing Final Fantasy VII, awesome game. I'll give you more of my takes on it as I get farther into it. But like I said, I couldn't find, and let me tell you this too, man. Keith, we were talking about it, brother. We're gonna have to get some more space, cause oh my Lord, I literally was playing. I was trying to juggle. Okay, where I'm gonna put this? I don't want to delete this yet. Like this game was 90 gigs.
It is. It's a big game.
Shadows is 70 gigs. Madden is 74. WWE 6. I'm like, golly. So anyway, I did manage to not have to delete a whole lot of stuff off. Sorry, Donkey Kong, you had to go. But
How you done with it anyway?
anyway,
It is what it is.
yeah, it is. What it is. It's another one I delete. But anyway, so I was like, what do I want to play? I got a taste for something. Shadows is not scratching it. Yote, I just didn't want to go play none of them games. And I don't know why. I was like, what do I want to play? And it hit me. And I called my daughter. I said, hey, it's baby.
I know what it is.
Baby
I know what it is.
Baby
I know
boo,
what it is.
What are you doing, baby boo? She's like, what you want, Dad? I said,
You
come
turned on the
down here.
PlayStation 5 for this
Turned
one.
that PlayStation 5 on. She had been asking and asking and asking and asking. And I don't know what it was, but it's like, let's play that game. Man, I don't know why I stopped playing this game.
Gambling year candidate.
Split fiction is a problem. Let me tell you something. Split fiction got every type of gameplay you want to experience. And what I love about it is it forces you to work together. We was playing this stage last night. Man, that is nothing but Contra. This stage right here that they showing. We was playing that last night. And this part, they showing it again right here. Man, it was literally heisted. Literally ripped out of old school Contra. And my daughter was like, why? This is so difficult because you got to jump with this controller, control the gun with this controller, control the protagonist with this controller. So you got your left hand running forward, running back. You got your right hand shooting the gun back and forth. And stuff that we took as, maybe that wasn't even how it worked back in the day on the Super NES, but stuff we took as just normal is kind of like, how was we doing this stuff when we was kids? How are we playing these games that require us to do that much? But man, this game is dope. The storyline is dope. It's just you don't know where you're going to be. You go into these alternate worlds. You can get off onto these, they got stories kind of drifting in stories, and you can go into the rift and finish that story and come back to the main story that you was on, and each gameplay is different from the next. I played Hogwarts Legacy, Contra, play Hogwarts Legacy, Contra, and a few other types of games in this game, and it's like, literally felt like we was playing Hogwarts. I mean, the magic and everything. And it's just a dope game. And we literally for the last 2 days been trying to beat it. I think we getting close to the end because of what I'm starting to see happen. I'm thinking we getting closer to the end. And so me and the daughter going to probably try to finish this out on Saturday if my time permits, or Sunday evening. But man, we've been having a good time.
That's what's up.
I recommend this game to anybody that got kids. If you want something to bond with your child with, this is something me and my daughter is able to bond, and we need it. So I've been trying to bond with her, and this has been working. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. She a better gamer than me, man. she is better. No, she's not a better gamer, but she's better at aspects. Stuff that, like first-person shooters, her aim is just immaculate. And I'd be like, girl, you might get K-Bum a run for his dollar. She good, man. And I don't have to wait on her. She just gets distracted because she likes, when we got to this part that was kind of like Hogwarts Legacy, she just wanted to go around and just tinker with all the stuff there. And I'm like, look, let's get through. We've been playing for the last 3 hours. I'm about done. I'm just trying to get through the stage. You can put that one down. Stop turning me into a block of cheese. Let's get this on. So, man,
That's funny.
it's been funny, man. It's a dope game. It's very well thought out. It's very creative. It's better than It Takes Two of Us. It's better. But It Take Two of Us was really, really good. The storyline, to me, would be better for
Didn't that win Game of the Year?
Yeah. I don't know if it won. I know it was nominated. I don't know
Nominated.
if it won. But I would say It Takes Two of Us would be a good game for you and your wife to play together. Because it's literally dealing with marital problems and how to reconcile your differences. So that game, but it was fun. Me and my daughter played that, and that's why I got this. It's made by the same people. This is just more action. Is fantasy and action back and forth between those two worlds and those type of games. You would love it. Keith, I think you and your kids will love it. K-Bum, I don't know if the wife plays or not, but it's a fun game. It's a dope game.
She a trash gamer.
Okay, well. Level head down. Anyway, so with that being said, that was what I've gamed on this week. Sorry that I had to step away, but the wife called. I has to go. I got to live with her. I don't live with y'all. So anyway, so what do we want to talk? Well, I know what we want to talk about first. Now, we're going to give each one of these topics. We've been on here for 41 minutes. We try to get out here in about 2. So I got to be off here by 10 o'clock, by 11. I can't be on here past. I got to be off here by 10:30. So we got about an hour and 20 minutes. All right. So the main things we're going to talk about is PlayStation 6 possibly delayed to post 2028. So we talk about that first. Then we hit up Microsoft and their financial woes, and they're blaming it all on the Xbox division. We'll give some predictions about this Nintendo Partner Showcase that might be happening on the 5th of February. Also talk about Dispatch and the controversy going on there with Nintendo's version being kind of gimped. Not gimped, but kind of, what's the word?
Censored?
Censored. That's
It's censored,
that's proper.
yeah.
That's censored. And then we just let it go where it goes. All right, so the first thing we got to talk about. Let's get this in. There is a lot of noise coming out of some, I guess, what would you call those, market watchers or analysts? What do you call them? Michael Pachters and all them. What are they called?
I think market analysts is a good word for it.
Okay. That they are concerned or really believe that Sony is not going to be able to bring the PlayStation 6 anytime soon. And they're saying it's highly likely that the PlayStation 6 will launch after 2028. According to new analyst forecasts, as Sony focus on extending the PlayStation 5 life cycle. So, let's look at this. A recent analyst report has suggested that Sony may push launch of the PlayStation 6 beyond 2028. So that literally, they was talking about it coming out next year, but this might push it out 2-3 more years, maybe even 4, and lengthening the PlayStation 5's life cycle, which I will not have any issue with. Ahead of Sony's third quarter financial report due on February the 5th, next week, when we're supposed to be getting this Partners Direct, David Gibson, senior analyst at MST International, who focuses on games and tech companies, published a Japanese language report giving insight into the Sony Group's current performance and potential next moves. According to Gibson, Sony's earnings for the third quarter are expected to exceed forecasts, with strong sales of first and third-party games driving growth.
First party?
Well, they only had Yote, so it shouldn't be too bad. He also noted that games and network services, including PlayStation Network subscriptions, are set to remain strong. Quarter 3 sales are predicted to total around 1.8 trillion yen, approximately 11.6 billion, with operation income at 160 billion yen, which equals 1 billion American dollars. Sony expects the PlayStation 5 life cycle to be longer than that of previous console generations because they're taking cues from the Switch. Gibson said, adding that this is likely to push the PlayStation.
Did you add that piece or was that written?
I think that was added.
I
think
thought
that was added.
made that wasn't in
Oh,
there.
okay.
Let me read it again.
I,
Gibson,
you made me look into that. I'm like, hold on. Did he say that?
Gibson said, adding that this is likely to push the PlayStation 6 launch back beyond previous predictions. There's a high likelihood that the PlayStation 6 launch will occur after 2028. If Gibson is right, we won't see the PlayStation 6 until 2029 at the earliest. No, I didn't say what I said, K-Bum, so I apologize.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that was like. I don't know if that was the just God just divinely put that in there and I saw it. I don't know.
If you don't continue this conversation,
all right. My bad, Lord.
If you don't continue,
hints that Sony aims to extend the PlayStation 5 life cycle can be seen in recent moves by the company in a bid to make the PlayStation 5 more affordable to domestic players. Sony launched a reduced priced Japanese-only PlayStation 5 console model in November. It also implemented planned price cut to PlayStation 5 consoles for Black Friday in the U.S. and elsewhere. This suggests Sony is trying to attract more users to its 5-year-old console and extend its life. Now, we read enough that I want to add this before y'all go. Let me find that other article. Let me finish this and I'll find it in a second, because I thought I had it loaded up. However, Gibson suggests that Sony is more focused on extending PlayStation 5 users than boosting console sales. Regarding PlayStation 5 network services and active PlayStation 5 users, Gibson observed that PlayStation 5 users activity continues to set an all-time record high according to user usage data. Sony is focusing more on retaining active users than expanding hardware sales. Okay. So let's get y'all thoughts, man. What's up? Well, how do y'all feel? Do y'all like this? Are y'all buying this? What's the word?
My first initial thoughts are, how can a PS6 be delayed if it was never announced to be coming out?
That's good.
No, but they did though. But Sony did. Sony did announce it. Sony announced the PS. Mark Sony last year.
What do you say?
He talked about the PS. He started to talk about the PS6. He talked about their vision for the PS6, and I believe they made a statement around. Sony themselves have kind of said where they're targeting this the system. I believe
but it wasn't a concrete date.
No, it's not concrete. It's just what they're targeting. No, nothing's concrete. But they talked about the PS because we actually had a podcast when we talked about, is this too early to be talking about the PS6?
Yeah.
Right. So we actually talked about it on the podcast. So Sony themselves have come out and mentioned it from their mouths, and then we've heard just a little bit about that.
The nanotech that he was talking about.
Yes.
Nano something. That I was like, I'm sick of these buzzwords. Nano, they come out and say some buzzword and get everybody excited. You don't remember that? I know you remember, K-Bum. I'm talking about Keith. You don't remember
I told you my brain ain't on. But let me just finish. My brain.
Okay.
Well, let me read this last thing right quick.
But I'm going to be quick.
I'll go ahead. I did that on purpose. I was like, let me wait till he say it. I'm going to try to cut him off. Go ahead.
No, but for me, I'm going to treat this like the Switch 2. No, I'm not a PlayStation guy at all, but I'm going to treat it like the Switch 2, and I'm just going to wait until more solid, concrete thing. Nia, funny. Blast processing is funny. I'm going to wait until more concrete things, develop, because there's no point in for me anyways, the way my brain thinks, because clearly I'm going to forget. Obviously,
Clearly.
we just proved that. I'm going to forget, so there's no point of me trying to retain this information because if they don't start talking about it in 2029 or whatever, then I'm not even going to be thinking about it. But
But
as far as the current PlayStation and current PlayStation 5 and trying to extend it, yeah. I think the PlayStation 5 is a good piece of hardware. I don't think it's been tapped at all. I think there's still more room to grow. You got a whole PlayStation 5 Pro that still needs, I'm not even going to use the word justifying or justification, but you have all this opportunity right now. The PlayStation 5 is not failing, so there's really no reason to just simply get rid of it. And as Level is saying, they're suggesting PS4 players to upgrade to PlayStation 5. So people haven't even adopted your new console. Why are we talking about a PlayStation 6? I think right now, because of that piece alone, you need to focus on your fan base. You need to focus on getting games. Microsoft is doing you Xbox is doing you a mighty service by putting some of their games over there. Uh, so I would keep doing your R&D because that's what they're gonna do. But I will stop talking about it. Don't even mention it. It's to me, it's not even relevant. Focus on your current users and give them something to sing about. And that's my take.
okay, all right, all right. Shouts out to Dark Star. Bro doing his thing over there. He says that game gets me hyped for Orbitals. Oh, he's talking about Split Fiction. Yeah, that game's that'll probably be the next thing me and my daughter play is Orbitals. I want to read this before you jump in to give more credence to the fact that they are trying to extend it and they're trying to push people to purchase the PlayStation 5, their PlayStation 4 fan base. Sony is quietly suggesting PlayStation 4 players upgrade to PlayStation 5 consoles. Earlier today, images surfaced online of a system message apparently sent by PlayStation Direct to users on PlayStation 4 consoles. The message was suggesting that they take a look at the latest deals on PlayStation 5 consoles to upgrade and avoid missing out on some of the biggest games set to launch in 2026. Midway through 2024, the split between PlayStation 4, listen to this, the split between the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 players was around 50 to 50, meaning half was still on the PlayStation 4 and half was on the PlayStation 5, with tens of millions of gamers worldwide still using the 2013 console as their flagship gaming device. The next thing they say, it's time to give up the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 5 has been on the market, and this is what I think, Keith, this is the part I was finna bring up, that I think you might not been really, I don't think it makes anything you saying irrelevant because it doesn't, but I think this may be why some may think, they're ready for another system. The PlayStation 5 has been on the market for more than 5 years. So it's in that frame of time where, we do start hearing about the next thing. But like you said, and I totally agree with you, it does not feel like we've even experienced the PlayStation 5 yet. But the system's been out since 2017. No.
Whoa there, buddy.
2020,
COVID, buddy.
2020.
COVID.
I'm thinking of the Switch.
There you go.
PlayStation at the first PlayStation 4 console dropped in 2013, so perhaps it's time to finally bite the bullet and make that upgrade. This is unless you are holding out for the launch of the PlayStation 6 and are prepared to skip a generation. You're going to be holding your lunch for a minute. So anyway, thought that was an interesting take. I don't think I need to read any more of that. K-Bum, the floor is yours, man. What's your thoughts?
Man, this is trash, man. I need my PlayStation 6 next year. I don't know why Sony's playing games with me. It is time for new technology. It's time for new systems. My Switch 2 needs a new brother into this world of gaming. I am tired of this. Okay, that's fake. All right, let's do this for real. Take all the time you want. I am in no rush. I just saw Unreal Engine 6. Is it 6 or 5? It's 5?
5, I think.
5,
I
5.
read
I
5.
just saw The Witcher 3 running on 60 frames per second on Unreal Engine 5, which is going to be a PlayStation title, a PS5 title. I am in no rush to get rid of the system. This system, as Keith has said, and I almost gave him a pause to saying that it ain't nobody tapping it. This system, this system still has plenty potential. There are still new technologies coming out for the PS5. Unreal 5 has only been here for a couple of years, and there is still so much growth in the PlayStation 5 and what it can deliver. I am 100%, and apparently half of the PlayStation 4 user base also agrees that it's not time to even move to the PS5. It ain't time to move to the PS6. It's okay. I hope each time they get ready to release a new console, Trump becomes president and puts tariffs out there, so they got to delay it because we don't need.
That's crazy.
If he's been good for anything, it's been stretching out these consoles so they take a little bit more time to make because there's even with the PS4 Pro, the PS5 wasn't needed. And I came on record saying, nope, PS5 is neat. Ray tracing is nice. It is beautiful when used correctly. If not, it's a load on the system. It's a load on a game, and it causes issues and problems if not done properly. But we could have went a little bit longer with the PS4. And I haven't seen what I would say is a bad PS5 looking game that would be like, man, we need a new system so that they can realize their vision, right? I don't see that. I don't really think we're there. That we're at that point. Keith kind of said it. We're not really hitting that limit where we're like, because there was times where when you get to a systems in like the Switch and the Vaseline, it's time, right? It's time. A new system is here, and Level preach from the mountaintops that we need more power, more power. But no one's saying that for the PS5. There's no need for more. I mean, more power is always wanted, but that need that drives people to make, or that drives Level to make every single podcast we have him saying more power isn't there. It's not there for the PS5. It's not. It's absolutely not. We see even with the PS5 Pro that it's only a marginal increase in productivity, marginal increase in graphic fidelity, a marginal increase in frame rate. Yeah, some games we saw a large increase. We saw that from Stellar Blade. It went from 60 to 120, 4K, which was crazy. But for the most part, the PS5 Pro showed that the PS5 still gets the job done.
What is Joe?
Don't pay that man no mind. Don't pay that man no mind.
Let me send these shots out real quick. Do you know these
Lord have
people?
Don't pay that brother no mind, sir.
All right, shouts out to Abster. I think that's how you say your name. 6212. Shouts out to Joe Busby. Welcome to the show. First name basis. What's up, bro? Anyway, I think I got everybody there. K-Bum, you want to address what Joe Bugsby said?
I have no desire to address what Joe Busby has said. He needs to be practicing his dribble moves instead of commenting on my craziness on my podcast. But anyway, that was one of the homies that I play 2K with.
Well, I guess Abster said I used to. Oh my God, Live and Level. I used to watch you back in the Wii U days. That's when I first started.
Oh wow.
The Wii U was when I launched my channel was with the Wii U launching. What a blast from the past. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. Respect.
That's dope.
Man.
That's mad dope.
Appreciate that. Go ahead, K-Bum.
No problem, man. I'll wrap mine up real quick. It's just it's not needed. And I am perfectly fine with 2029. 2030, I may be finally itching for a new system, maybe around 2030. 2029, I would accept a new system. But Madden, as you say, Madden looks good. WWE looks good. 2K looks good. Um, even though we don't even have a full built from the ground up PS5 version of God of War, and even the PS4 version on there looks good. The Star Wars games looks good. Ghost of Tsushima looks good. Looks like a painting. Like The Witcher that's coming down the line looks amazing. The Captain America versus Black Panther game that's coming out, The Rise of Hydra, 1942 or something like that. That looks amazing. Like there's so much untapped potential for, for the PlayStation 5, man, that I don't see a need to rush. Let it marinate. Let us get tired of it first. Like if we get tired of it, then we'll be ready to jump ship.
Was we tired of the PlayStation? Wasn't it the PlayStation 3 that we was ready to move beyond? Like wasn't the PlayStation 3 like 8 years, 7-8 years?
It was because they took more time in development to make the PS4 in a manner that changed it from the PS3 because they went back to a more traditional way. So it took a little bit more time. And the PS3 was as far as first party games, it was still showing this. It was still showing that it had potential, but third party had reached their potential on the PS3.
Okay.
That already reached it.
Let me send these shots out. Shots out to the Angry Vigilante. What's up, bro? You know what? Looking at Mark Cerny, your avatar, Mark Cerny, got a lot in common. Y'all both robots, so still I don't know what but Mark Cerny looks scary in this thing. Brother, he says, I think the PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam should delay until 2030. I would say at least to 2028. I can see that. I don't think I need anything from PlayStation until 2028. I don't want to hear nothing. Give me some actual first-party titles, and then we can talk. He said, but Anchor, don't think you did it, man. Anyway, I'm going to let you be tonight. Thinking you did something in your little video, man. Go back and watch my video and learn your lesson, sir. But anyway, my take. Yes, I just said it. I don't believe they should. I think we are good. And I know that it came out in 2020, but I think COVID affected a lot, man. I think COVID helped the Switch. It extended the Switch. That's why Nintendo was able to milk the Switch as long as they were, because the COVID, that COVID situation gave it about a 2-3 year extension. And I believe the same is true for Sony. And, well, not so much Microsoft because they out of here. But anyway, I think right now, hush up, Anchor Vigilante. I'm trying to focus. I think right now, Sony got about 3 more years. So that does put it at about 2028, 2029. Like Nia said, I do believe 2030 seems way out. But we are in 2026. We're at the top of 2026, but we are here. And when I look at what Sony has done from a first-party basis,
nothing.
It's definitely It's definitely a slap yourself.
Nothing. They've canceled more games than they've released.
Angry Vigilante, talk about that, sir. Why is Sony not giving us any reason to buy the PlayStation 5? Half the people are still on the PlayStation 4. But anyway, I digress.
He ain't gonna get no views. I'll say it.
Yeah. But anyway, there's no slander to you, my friend. I told you, I like you, Angry Vigilante. Now, if you was the 10, then I'd be trying to slap you all upside your head, but you're not that guy. But anyway, yeah, man, we literally only got, let's just rattle off real quick and then we move on. The first year of the PlayStation 5, we got Miles Morales. Thank you.
Yes.
We got the Souls game that they own.
Demon Souls, the remake.
Souls,
It was a remake.
We got Ratchet and Clank.
I think that was either the end of that year or the next year.
I'm just naming all that we have gotten first
The
party.
new God of War.
New God of War, Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Shut that door. Y'all
Astrobot.
Astrobot. Do we count Helldivers?
Are y'all really going to count Ragnarok? Because I played it on the PS4.
Yes. Yes. Because Miles Morales was also on the PS4, so we still count that. So, yes.
All right.
So, that's what? 6 games?
That's not many.
In 5 years, we have only got.
It's not.
We've gotten an exclusive a year.
Did we say Astro? We said Astrobot too, right?
Yeah, we said Astrobot. If Nintendo is on that trajectory, where we was only getting one exclusive, first party exclusive a year, do you not know how much?
So we did get Concord.
That's not helping.
It came out. Oh, that's terrible.
So anyway, they need to extend. And they need to move people from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5. So hold it. I don't need
Horizon Forbidden West, was that PS5?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Horizon. It's PS5, PS4. Right. Yeah.
So anyway, we all in agreement. Delay it. Sony, you got our approval. The Live and Level Gamers Podcast says you are right, and you have the right to delay this system if you want to. You got our stamp of approval. Any other thoughts on this? My wife bought me some food. I'm trying to eat it while I'm talking to y'all.
It's all good.
Any thoughts? Any more thoughts?
No, I said my thought. Delay it, sir.
Delay it. Okay, so.
That give me more time to buy some Switch 2 titles. So go ahead and delay it. I'm cool on that too.
There you go. Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
All right, so let's go to the next topic then. So while Sony is trying to extend
oh Lord,
the PlayStation 5. Lord. Microsoft is just trying to put out the 5 and point the finger to anything but themselves. So we thought we was going to get away from talking about Microsoft, but old Keith, and I saw this before he sent it, but I wasn't going to talk about it. But he's like, I think we need to talk about this. So we praised their direct last week. Said matter of fact,
it was good direct.
K-Bump said he loves their format better than all other formats. Their partner directs are the best. Well, Sony's like, well, we don't like that, K-Bump. Let's dampen this mood a little bit. Let's bring you back. Let's take that smile off your face. We don't need this praise. So, more bad news for Xbox as Microsoft blames gaming for an annual decline in its PC business. So Microsoft is literally blaming Xbox for its PC problems. All right, from frequent price hikes and reduced stocks. Ooh, this should get your attention. This talking about stocks and all. Anyway, let me stop messing with bro. From frequent price hikes and reduced stocks at major retailers to studio closures and mass layoffs, Xbox hasn't fared well this generation. In fact, 2025 marked its worst year on record. Going into 2026, things aren't looking any better. Microsoft posted its Q2 fiscal earnings yesterday, and it reported a 5% decline in Xbox content and services revenue, which with a broader 9% drop in gaming revenue. According to The Verge, senior editor Tom Warner, Microsoft blames gaming for 3% year-over-year decline in its more personal computing business, comprised of Windows, Xbox, and Surface, which K-Bum, I know you got a Surface. As the
I
console
enjoy my
giant,
Surface when it works. When it works, I enjoy it.
as the giant continues to underperform. Hardware revenue is down 32%.
Good Lord.
Microsoft, more personal computing business, Windows, Xbox, Surface, and more declined by 3% year over year. Microsoft blames gaming for overall revenue decline and more personal computing. Microsoft Intelligent Cloud Business, which includes Azure and
Azure.
server
Azure.
products.
Azure.
All right, so that's enough.
Azure.
Y'all got it. Who want to take it? Keith, you got the floor. I'm finna eat my food. Go ahead.
Man, how did we get here? Wow. Wow. What it's almost as if they didn't listen to the gamers. I'm not even gonna say us. I think gamers unanimously have been telling Microsoft that this Xbox division has not been working. And these numbers just confirm what we've been saying. What did you say? I could tell that the Xbox revenue was down, as Sadako's on his opening gaming content statement with, we saw record, hold on. We saw record PC players in paid streaming. That is such a stretch to find a highlight that I had to listen back to it a couple of times. Good.
That's funny.
So, but that's a good thing though, because it's like gamers still want your software and stuff. They just don't want it on the Xbox.
Well, that's a very true statement because I know when the Xbox games came over the PS5, two of those Xbox games were either top 5 or top 10 best-selling Sony games. Sorry, games on the PS5. So you are absolutely correct on that. Correct on that statement.
And I think I've heard some other Xbox say that before. And they were saying like, when those games come to your platform, you guys are going to gobble them up. Yes,
they did.
It's not it. I don't know what it is about the Xbox and why people just simply don't like it, but they don't like it. But they'll play everything, huh?
You being so harsh right now. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
this ain't hard. This is facts. That man is speaking facts.
Like
somebody
I
like
play
it.
Xbox
Somebody
games.
like it. At least,
no, 32%.
Well,
no.
13 million like the Wii U. That don't make it a success, brother.
I ain't saying he said nobody. I was like, dang. Go ahead. My bad.
I mean, but I like playing Xbox
Shouts out
games.
to Ed Styles. Welcome to the show, bro. I'm seeing a lot of names I ain't never seen before. All right, go ahead, Keith.
But yeah, I like playing Xbox games on my PC. I don't want to buy the Xbox. It's just something about the platform that just turns people off. But what you say, clearly Xbox is headed in a direction that's very different from what we've seen in the past. The complete and total abandonment of exclusives, for example, has taken away a large portion of the game population. This is another article I sent you.
Oh, let me go to it.
Large portion of the game's population's reason to buy an Xbox console in the first place. We said that years ago, like the exclusives wasn't hidden when Sony was firing on all cylinders and you were competing with PlayStation head up. Your exclusives just weren't hidden. They just weren't hidden. It did not work. And to me, I just think that Xbox is a place that was backed by Microsoft that did not nurture the gaming space properly. They do have all the tools. I think I remember back when D2K was on, we would talk about the infrastructure and how they have a really good infrastructure and how he was playing one game and then he just picked up and played it like 10 years later and he picked up in the same place that he left off. That's amazing. That is something that they
have the best backwards compatibility of all the consoles. Period.
All the consoles this side of the Mason-Dixon. They are the best, but they didn't. Like, you look at how Nintendo shifted to a hybrid console and got away from the console on your TV, and a lot of people look at that and they use that as a negative, and they try to throw they got ran out of the gaming space. No, this is business. You follow what works for you. Microsoft, excuse me, I keep saying it. Xbox had things that worked for them, but they continue trying to do the old things. Dude, PlayStation right now, we just talked about it, just put out very little exclusives, and
Very little.
they're still selling like hotcakes. It's it's the brand. People just want the brand. They don't want the Xbox brand. So I say this is all the indication that they need to just cut their losses, cut the hardware division, keep making games, keep putting your games on, keep putting your games everywhere. Give me my Forza Horizon 6. We're gonna talk about that. Um, but yeah, just keep doing the things that work. Cut the hardware. It's over. It's the cancer. Cut the cancer off, man.
Ooh, it's
It's
over.
let it go. And that's my take for now.
And with the Frozen,
Did you read that Amy Hood would go on to blame the downward trend of gaming revenue on first party games? You read that?
I didn't. I can read it though.
Go ahead.
Amy Hood would go on to blame the downtrend of gaming revenue on first party games. Gaming revenue was below expectations driven by first party content with impact across the platform. Q2, quarter two, was from October 1st to December 31st, 2025. There were 4 games that were released during that time period: Ninja Gaiden 4, Keeper, Outer Worlds 2, and ever so bloated Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Nobody expected games like Ninja Gaiden and Keeper to carry the majority of the revenue during that quarter. If anything, the only game that Microsoft and Xbox expect to be a slam dunk is Call of Duty. With a recent news that Black Ops 7 saw a drastic sales decreases, it's no surprise that revenue is down by so much. Call of Duty, even with its release later in the year, generally manages to grab the top spot in gaming. This year, Black Ops 7 trailed behind 4 other titles: Monster Hunter Wilds, shout out to Capcom, Borderlands 4, where's our Switch 2 version? NBA 2K26, and Battlefield 6.
Okay.
Wow.
K Bomb, the floor is yours.
I don't even know where to start here when it comes to this. But they're right, man. It is Microsoft is correct. Xbox is weighing them down. But the Xbox division has I don't want to say it in a real negative light. So let me be careful with this. The Xbox has been in a position for several times that they operate kind of in that negative return space. They're not there to be the cash cow, right? There are times, especially with a new console releases, that there are taking chunks of the revenue because of the new console and what they got to do with marketing and everything they got to do to get that out. The problem is your console came out in 2020, and you're seeing record drops all over the place. Year to year, 3% drop, 32% hardware drop. You've seen the worst Christmas performance pretty much of the Xbox's lifetime, and your system is higher. Your system has less games. It has less gotta have games. It has less game that you can only get on Xbox. You can put that title up there only on Xbox because they're not there. They're not there anymore. Even if you do put only on Xbox, it's only for a time, and we know that. They know that. Everyone knows that. It's going to go to a different console because you, Xbox, have not. And I think Keith said it very well. I like Keith going first. I can piggyback off of him. He said very well that they have not conditioned the gamers that support them. They have given their gamers, for the sake of money and for the sake of profit, they have trained their gamers not to buy video games.
Yep.
They've trained them to do so. Because they can play this, they can play that, they can play that. They can put them whatever monthly Netflix subscription, which at the time I thought it was a good thing. I agreed. I thought they were going to enter a new space, and I was actually for it. I was behind it. I agree. I'm like, yeah, you're doing this. You're doing a thing that no one else is really able to do because of your backing with Microsoft, and you're going to create a new avenue for yourself, and that house of cards crumbled. And what we found out is when you bundle the highest selling game year after year, which is Call of Duty, into a subscription base, you see what was it, $300 million drop in sales? Some ridiculous number. Maybe I'm quoting it wrong. I thought it was like 700 million, then it dropped 300. I may be quoting it wrong, but still, you see a large percentage drop. I think like a 40% drop in sales. And it's not sustainable. And so Microsoft Daddy Big Bucks has a right to say, Negro, it's y'all. Go make me my money. Phil, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you, Phil, to go make me my money? Go give me my money back. And spending $60 billion to become the biggest third-party developers when you're a console maker may not have been the right decision. At the time, I thought it was because Call of Duty is the biggest thing out there. But then you're bundled into your subscription service, and your subscription service isn't growing. I'll say this level, and I'll give it to you. I see you're itching and ready to hop right into this. But just answer this one question. When is the last time we seen them flaunt or show off their subscription numbers?
We haven't.
We seen them at one point like we have 24 million subscribers, blah, blah, blah.
We haven't, you said when was the last time? It's been at least summer of last year?
No, I think before that, they had to show us during the court session. They were already decreasing then when they were fighting for Call of Duty. They had already decreased. Activision. Activision Blizzard. Yeah, it had already decreased by then. Because even in the papers, it saw that they said they're decreasing.
Yeah.
And so the thing you put all that money into, the thing that you sold your soul for, the soul of the console, the soul of your brand for, you don't even showcase the numbers that it's making. Or the number of users. Sony always showing, hey, we have so many blah, blah, blah PlayStation Network users, blah, blah, blah. And we don't see those from Microsoft. And we see why. It's a problem.
Yo, before you go, Level, I read this, and it didn't really click until I heard K-Bon talking. They said with the recent news that Black Ops 7 saw drastic sale decreases. I want to see how that is comparison to the users. Because if it's in the subscription, if it's in Game Pass, people are playing Call of Duty. They just don't have to buy it. And that should be all the proof and evidence for you to know that this does not work. As he was just saying, it doesn't work. You just killed a freaking cash cow.
I just want to say this.
You killed
but we still want Forza Horizon 6, though.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
let me be serious. All right.
I'll play.
I think this is what happened. Too many self-inflicted wounds. Microsoft, over pretty much the whole Xbox Series life, has not got their message together. They don't know what to sell. They don't know what to pinpoint. They don't know what to emphasize. They was trailing so far behind Sony that they just didn't know what to do. I believe that even though purchasing Activision Blizzard and Bethesda in the short term is not going to yield any benefits for Xbox because they, again, a self-inflicted wound. When you decide not to make the games exclusive, but you can't make the games exclusive because you don't have the numbers to make these games worthwhile by selling them only to Xbox ecosystem community. And then, of course, you got PC players. But in order to move Xboxes, them games needed to be exclusive. And you couldn't do that because the games cost too much to make for you to make it exclusive to Xbox. So you bought a system really with a long-term goal, just didn't know how to articulate the short-term reality in a way that wasn't going to offend your base. I believe the purchases was always for what they're currently doing. You don't, Kate Bun, we all said this. You don't spend $70 billion on one company and then another. How much they pay for Bethesda? 6.8, something like that.
7 billion.
Was it $7 billion?
7.
So between those two companies, those two studios, those two development studios, you spent upwards of $80 billion.
Yep.
Your fan base, your ecosystem, your users, your subscribers have been what they've been even on the Xbox One. So realistically, you cannot survive. These games would die if you made them exclusive. So you never had any intentions on making those games exclusive. You just didn't know how to tell your base that because you're still trying to salvage the short term while you are setting up your long term. So they have screwed they have screwed up the short term situation for Xbox because there's no longer any incentive and any reason to own an Xbox. Because like they said, which was self-inflicted, everything is an Xbox. So I have 2 Xboxes, right? Matter of fact, I got 5 Xboxes. I got Fire Sticks around here. So, but I say I got 2 Xboxes by the name of Switch 2 and PlayStation 5. And all the games that the Xbox make, I'll be able to play on those devices. That killed the
you
Xbox.
got a cell phone. You got Xboxes too.
I got a cell phone. So that killed. Keith play all the Xbox games.
PC.
PC. So they killed the Xbox brand. They just don't know how to just tell us the long-term plan because they still trying to pretend like there is an Xbox plan. There is no Xbox plan. The plan for Xbox is to ride this out because we setting up our long-term plan. Then the long-term is our game's going to be everywhere. We bought these 2 studios to get revenue from Microsoft, from Nintendo, Sony, and they still trying to salvage some of that, 15, maybe 20 million people who bought the Xbox Series S and X. That's still money. So you're still trying to keep them. You're still trying to keep them on Game Pass. You're still trying to keep them in your ecosystem. So you keep lying to them while showing your real plans. It's like you got 2 messages. You lie to them like you really got plans for that device and your Xbox division. But then the Microsoft plan to get their money back, going back to what K-Bump said, is these games going everywhere. We need that 70 back. So how do you keep people galvanized and excited and mobilized and what's the word, dedicated or committed to Xbox the brand when you have another message saying, hey, this is coming to the PlayStation, this is coming to the place to Switch 2? How do you do it? So that's the problem. You don't want. They don't want that, right? So they don't want to commit to what the reality is showing. Y'all have a long-term plan. Y'all long-term plan is games everywhere on all these devices and getting your revenue back. That's your long-term plan. Short-term,
long-term is probably still going back to the cloud. It's
right,
probably the long-term, to be honest.
I'm talking about I'm trying to give them like a 7-8 year window of time.
Got it.
That plan is to get that money back from purchasing Bethesda and Activision Blizzard. How they gonna get that money back? By putting all those games everywhere.
When they bought those again, but Bethesda and
They
Activision.
bought Bethesda, I want to say 21, 22, somewhere around there. And they bought they finally finalized Activision in 24.
23, 24?
23,
23, 24. Yeah.
So they bought them like two years, about a year or so apart. So you just
Yeah.
spent $70 billion in a season of Xbox that's failing. Microsoft know Xbox is failing. It ain't like they blindly gave Xbox $70 billion like, oh, y'all must be doing great. They know Xbox is not bringing them no money.
It must be doing great.
So you ain't signed
That's crazy.
You didn't sign that check in the dark. You signed that check with your nose pinched, understanding the short term is what it is. Xbox is a dead division in Microsoft. The long term is, okay, we're going to buy these two. They seen that they got these games everywhere. We know what money they bring in. We can make our money back. How we going to do that? By putting these games everywhere like they always been. And now we own it. We get that revenue in. So they putting them games everywhere. They just could not figure out how to sell that and maintain what they currently have with their fan base and their user base. And they screwed the pooch. So it's over. It's done.
Well, part of it is to go everywhere and tell everyone how first party exclusives are bad for the gaming
Right.
industry.
So they had mismessaging. Phil is trying to manage two different ideologies, two different ideas. The real idea, the real plan versus the bait and switch for the current users, because you're still trying to keep as many in this as possible. So you plan on the loyalties of your consumer base. You lying to them while literally showing them you got a whole different plan. And, it is what it is. Long term, they're going to make that money back because they putting these games where they need to go to get the money. Microsoft doesn't have it. Sony has it. Nintendo has it. PC has it. And you still might have that 10 million that chooses to believe in Microsoft and stick with whatever device they got out currently, and you sell for them, and they continue to purchase Game Pass. So they got a long-term goal. It ain't Xbox. It's third party, and it is what it is. So Microsoft saying Xbox lost the money, they not lying. They did.
They ain't lying.
They not lying. I mean, but it is what it is. You gave them $70 billion. So you must know our plan is to make the best of this situation. All right, we're going to buy these. We're going to get our money back by putting these everywhere. So, hey, Sony, we going to call Sony up. We going to call Nintendo up. We need them dev kits. PC, we going to speed the process up. We going to make this stuff day and date over there, and we going to keep these game passes going. We going to everything to get that money back and get – that's why I said I believe it's going to be Microsoft gaming, not Xbox, in about 3-4 years.
Very good point.
So that's all I got to say. It's inevitable. Phil know what's up. Phil ain't getting fired because Phil got to lead this ship out of these turmoil waters into more stable, and then he probably get to leave after that. Sarah Bunn already made sure her second situation is
exit strategy.
exit strategy.
Yeah,
so they went right. She's like, I'm gonna fry this chicken. But anyway,
Yeah.
so it is what it is, man. I
can never beat the allegations.
I feel for Microsoft, but the writing been on the wall since the Xbox One. Ever since they did Kinect, ever since they tried to turn it into more of an entertainment box and did not focus
DRM.
on gaming, and the DRM.
Yeah.
They've been done ever since then. It's just been a slow death.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. They've been
That's
fighting
true.
for their life since then. That is
Yeah.
crazy.
I have the Xbox One. I got to experience. See, I don't have the Xbox Series. I got to experience the decline of the Xbox One, like firsthand, and that was a real decline. And it started off with hype. Matrix or whatever that dude name is, Don Matrix or
And
whatever,
Donometric, yeah.
made that statement about buy Xbox 360, and that was it. That system was dead. He killed every morsel of life that system had, and they did the boneheaded thing and came with the Xbox One X. Almost like that's almost to me just as bad as the PlayStation 5 Pro, but
PlayStation 5, yeah.
they did that boneheaded almost like a brand new system, not a Pro. It was like a new system, and that was here for a year before you announced the Series S and X.
Yep.
Like, what are y'all doing?
Yep.
So yeah,
You see a Xbox in the forest fighting for his life. Just take it out of his misery. Just go and pull the shotgun out.
All right, so
this is the only Xbox I don't own. I own all the other ones.
yeah, and I don't miss it. And now I don't need it. So
you are correct.
I did like that black box though. I really did. Okay, so let's go to the next topic. Okay, let's talk about Dispatch, and then we'll talk about the Nintendo Direct partner showcase rumor. So there's a situation with Nintendo and Dispatch. What would you call this game, K-Bum or Keith? How would you?
It's it's a point and click.
Point and click. Okay.
I don't know. Let me get the real definition.
I don't think they call them point and click anymore, buddy. I think that's an old term. It is a story. It's like episodic story.
Yeah,
thing,
episodic.
like that.
That's what I was looking for. Episodic. But this is not the. That's not the conversation I was looking for. Where did that Dispatch? See, I had all this stuff loaded up. But anyway, so the situation is Dispatch released on the Switch 2, but there's a situation where there is some content being blocked, censored by Nintendo. And this is causing... Allegedly. That's why I want to get back to that article. So this has caused a lot of... Oh, here it is. You got it already. You got it in the thing. Thank you, Keith, man. I appreciate you. Dispatch is censored on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, and this might be the reason why. It said nudity and other mature content has reportedly been censored in the Nintendo version. Superhero narrative adventure Dispatch has been censored on Switch and Switch 2, and players are trying to figure out who's ultimately responsible. The episodic narrative adventure game by Ad Hoc Studios, set up by veteran developers from Telltale Games. Oh, that's the same people that making that fighting game. Ubisoft and Night School Studios released last year and was critically acclaimed for its art style, branching storylines, and sense of humor. This game was released on the Switch and Switch 2 on Wednesday, but players have been reacting negatively to the news that some of the adult content in other versions of the game can't be accessed on Nintendo's console. Dispatch features occasional scenes of nudity where breastises and phalluses are visible. There is a setting in all versions to enable a visual censorship option which covers them with a black bar, as well as other things like middle finger gestures. But on Switch and Switch 2, this option is on by default, and there's no way to turn it off. Some urge that one scene in particular is affected by censorship, in which female superhero Blonde Blazer asks her colleague Robert Robertson what he thinks of the dress she's wearing for an event. A small part of Blonde Blazer's nipple is poking out from the dress. This is really vivid.
Nipple slip.
Yeah, the game is there.
Nipple flipper. I'm trying to figure out. Anyway, which leads to humorous dialogue in which the player has to decide whether to mention it or pretend they don't see it. It could be argued that replacing this with a large black Barr makes the situation appear somewhat less subtle and affects the scene as a result. Ad hoc has explained that the reason the Switch and Switch 2 version didn't have an option to remove the censorship is because the game had to meet certain standards for release on the Nintendo eShop. That's interesting because Nintendo has RGT. Nintendo.
Yeah, go ask RGT.
Go ask RGT was
Oh
allowed.
Lord, oh Lord,
allowed.
oh Lord,
Oh
please.
man, that brother excuse for that was like, come on, RGT. But anyway, they have so many games on there that's not kid friendly from the thumbnail, let alone the content. Lets you know this is not for kids. I don't see why the eShop. Anyway, different platforms have different content criteria, and submissions are evaluated individually. The studio said in a statement to Eurogamer, "We worked with Nintendo to ensure the content within the title met the criteria to release on their platform, but the core narrative and gameplay experience remains identical to the original release." All right, I think I read enough.
Wait,
Do I need to keep
I
going?
want to read this next part.
But wait, there's more.
This statement, this statement part.
No, the next paragraph where it says
One possible reason. Okay. One possible reason for the censorship is the way games are sold across different regions on the Nintendo eShop. Often the eShop hosts a single game across multiple languages, and the game simply changes its language depending on systems settings of that console.
Okay, now jump down. This is a good article. Now jump down to where it says, if this is the reason.
If this is the reason, one way to get around this could be to release two versions of the same game on the eShop and restrict them to certain regions. This was what CD Projekt did with the Switch 2 version of Cyberpunk. That's right, because there's all type of booba da babas in Cyberpunk 2077.
Booba da babadas.
Brother, I was so like, man, I feel like I don't need to be playing this game. Anyway,
you make a male character in the beginning of the game, you're gonna see some things.
Yes,
that's
the version. That's why I say I'm like, why this is anyway. That's good. That's a good point, Keith. The version released in the West isn't available on the Japanese eShop, which instead offers an entirely separate Z-rate. Is that how you say that? Z-rate version of the game with no nudity or decapitations. All right. We have read this. Keith Norris, K-Bum, who wants to take the floor?
Before we go into it, Nintendo released a statement.
They did?
Yep. Nintendo said, Nintendo requires all games on its platform to receive ratings from independent organizations to meet our established content and platform guidelines. While we inform partners when their titles do not meet our guidelines, Nintendo does not make changes to partner content. We also do not discuss specific content or the criteria used in making these determinations. So Nintendo said, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault.
All right. So somebody to blame. So somebody going to have to uncensor this censored game. Go ahead. Who want to take the floor?
I go first. Keith is going first the last couple times, and I'm kind of piggyback off of him. So I'll go ahead and go first, and hopefully I can say something good enough he can piggyback off of me.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Absolutely. So what I'm seeing here, especially with this volley that Nintendo just volleyed it back to Dispatch, saying, "Hey man, we just go along with the guidelines our independent organizations write." But come on, Nintendo, you're the one that writes the guidelines. What I think there's a lesson to be learned here. And I think he did it again. He gave us the solution, right? Because Cyberpunk has all those things in the title, but it still was able to pass Nintendo guidelines, and it's possibly because, like you said, the different way that they did it. And I don't believe this dispatch really looked into what was needed to get their game to have their game meet the criteria they need while still being able to have the content that they want. But what makes me question that as well is that this ad hoc, the developers state that they worked with Nintendo. It's a they said very clearly that they worked with Nintendo on the content for this game to ensure that it meets the guidelines. And so I don't know what communication was missed as far as or even ideas given to them that they could still have this content in full because there was no censor bars in Cyberpunk, but you're definitely not playing that version in Japan. But it seems like the same version of Dispatch is being played on all regions. So I don't know. I don't know if it's an education thing because I don't. Nintendo does have the right to censor the games that they want to censor. And I don't think this is the same as the blood from Mortal Kombat. Cause I think that was Nintendo themselves saying, you're not going to do that on our consoles, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't. And so I think it's a little bit different. But I think I'm trying. I don't know where to ultimately point the finger. Because I got one finger pointing at Nintendo, one finger pointing at the ad hoc, because they could have did more due diligence in making sure that they can still make the game that they want on Nintendo system. But then also, it's like Nintendo, you just let Cyberpunk do it a certain way. Why didn't you talk to Dispatch? Maybe Nintendo didn't think it was going to be a big issue, that it was going to blow up like this. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm copping out here, but I don't know who to ultimately point the finger to, because there's a little bit of blame on both to be given, because of reasons I've stated. So I don't know. I don't think it's just hearing what I hear about Cyberpunk, knowing that there is a title like that on the Nintendo system. I don't think it's as big of a deal as it's being made out to be. I think there was a solution for this, and it was not either presented or taken. So that's my take.
All right. Keith.
Yeah. The solution, what you just read in the article, and I agree with K-Bum. Ad hoc may not have known, or maybe they were like, this is what the guideline says, so we're going to make the necessary changes. But they didn't realize that different regions have different versions. And I'm so glad this article said it, because I didn't even know Cyberpunk 2077 was different in Japan. I thought the game was just a game. That's kind of odd though, because
I got a take on that.
Okay. But yeah, I just think that there wasn't enough due diligence to find out what was necessary to get the game up in different regions, and hopefully, maybe if it's even that important to get the nip slip added back to the game, and probably some other things that happens in the game too that I can remember. Maybe they can go back and retroact all those, or give players the option to turn off the censor or have the game in its full glory. But I don't think it's a big of a deal as people are making it seem. I do think that we need to make sure that we're putting the proper blame, because Nintendo's been getting a lot of blame, and maybe it's warranted.
I got a take
for
on
not for okay. Okay.
I
But no,
I got one. I want to.
but yeah, maybe for not providing the proper channels. I don't know, but I just want to get the language right. I just want to get that part. I just want to get that right. I don't want people just going around thinking that like, oh, Daddy Nintendo, because I've seen that. Oh, here go Nintendo trying to be our parents again.
And
when they're like, whoa, hold up, I didn't do that.
I did go there without really looking into it. I'm like, oh, Nintendo back up to them old shenanigans again, trying to guard and hold your hand. But Keith, you bring up a good point. Ad hoc said, and K-Bum kind of re-emphasizes, Ad hoc said that they worked closely. It says, we worked with Nintendo to ensure content within the title met the criteria to release on their platforms.
Plural.
Right. Switch 1, Switch 2. But then, Keith, you bring up an interesting point. Who else worked with Nintendo very, very close? That has probably more of this type of stuff in their game than this game. CD Projekt Red worked closely with Nintendo.
Right.
So if CD Projekt Red worked closely with Nintendo and they knew how to put the games on to ensure that what was blocked in Japan got their own versions versus what was in America and other states, other countries, to ensure that the content was in full representation where it could be, and where it needed to be censored, it was censored. That suggests to me that Ad hoc didn't really work closely with Nintendo like they're suggesting. Because Nintendo and Sony and the K-Bum just read it. We ain't blocked nothing. That's basically what they said. Hey, just don't look at us. Somewhere Ad hoc didn't do their due diligence. So it seems like they put out one version and release it to all the systems. And because it's getting that one version is being censored in Japan, it's censored everywhere, right? Is that what we basically saying?
Yeah. Yes.
So that's more of an ad hoc issue, not a Nintendo issue.
I disagree with that.
Okay, I'm just
The
saying.
reason why I disagree with that. So here my stance is, if Ad hoc did not know this was an option, that is Nintendo's fault.
What?
Because they should be informing their third parties of all the options that they can do if they want to release their game in the format that they desire. How would Ad hoc know if I'm just trying to put a game in your system? How do I know that this is an option? That if Nintendo should be, if they're working with Nintendo, like they're saying, Nintendo should be presenting to them the options that they can do to put their game on their system. My stance is, if they did not do that, then Nintendo is at fault for not giving their customers, all the information they need to make the proper decision. If Ad hoc knew that was an option and decided to go this route anyway, then the blame is on Ad hoc, because there was another option, but you chose to go the censor route. So don't be trying to blame Nintendo when you made that decision. That's how I stand on pointing the blame.
Right, I'm just saying.
There's a lack of communication, basically.
Yeah, it might be. That's my point. It could be a lack of communication, or it could be Ad hoc didn't do their proper research. I don't know, but we haven't seen this with no other third party content, and we know that there's games on there. Witcher 3 is on the Switch. It has nudity.
Same company.
But they wasn't.
Same developers.
But they
probably found out.
Right, but I'm saying even in the Switch days, the relationship wasn't as close as what we know with Cyberpunk. They brought it, decided to bring it over there. They knew how to dump it onto both regions.
What if they were told by Nintendo? Maybe they didn't know. They were told by Nintendo.
I don't know.
That's why I'm just be careful I'm just trying to be careful with assumptions, because I don't know how they got the information, and I don't know how Dispatch either got it or did not get it. But that's what I'm saying. Depending on which situation it was, I changed blame depending on.
That's all I'm saying.
How the situation went down.
That's what I'm saying. I was blaming Nintendo at first. I'm like, Nintendo back up to their stuff, but I'm looking at it now like maybe Ad hoc didn't do what they were supposed to do, and they trying to offset the complaints with we work with Nintendo. Maybe y'all did work with Nintendo, but maybe y'all didn't do what y'all was supposed to do. Like, and y'all blaming Nintendo. It's like y'all not blaming Nintendo, but y'all leaving it out there like this is on Nintendo's side. And Nintendo like, no, sir. I don't know. Anyway. It ain't as big of a deal though. It seems like it's something that can be rectified pretty easily. Just releasing another version, and then the censored version is due 0, and then the other version would be, I guess, in those non-Japanese markets, I guess. All right. So
that's a workaround.
Yeah, there's a workaround. They can fix that pretty quick. All right, so the last topic. Next week, there's a rumored direct.
Rumors.
That's possible. Well, it's not even, I don't even know if it's rumor anymore. A lot of people are confirming it, but it's still a rumor until it actually happened. Next week, direct partner event coming up. Next week, report says. By Eddie, how you say that last name? My Coop? I don't know how to say that. Anyway, the first major Nintendo Direct of 2026 will be held the first week of February, according to a noted insider. Nate the Hate has just been, I guess he just the guy now. Said on his podcast this week, which I did listen to, from what he had been told, the first Direct of 2026 will be held during the opening week of February. He said the event may take place on Thursday, February 5th, though he was not able to confirm this with his best contacts. He said he will let people know if they change, but right now that seems to be the time table that I am hearing from contacts. He went on to say that there is a consensus building that a direct will take place in the first week of February. Nate the Hate originally said he was not sure of this rumored direct would be first party games or it would be a partner showcase. But on the 29th, which was today, he said it will be a partner event, and the direct should be happening on February the 5th. I want to throw this in here. Game Explain was actually the first to confirm through their contacts that it is a partner showcase, and it will be on January the 5th. And then Nate came after that and reaffirmed that that's the case. So let me ask this first. I throw this at you, Keith. Are you happy, or would you rather have gotten a mainline direct? How you feeling about this being a partner showcase? If it is anything, if it even
okay, let's talk allegedly. If this is a partner showcase, I'm fine with that. Yes, I want to see what Nintendo's cooking. Do you smell what Nintendo was cooking? I want to smell that. I want to smell what Nintendo's cooking. Anyway,
Pause.
You like that?
Pause.
Hey, man. Hey, don't do that. Don't
Pause.
do that. We're talking about video games.
No, pause, man.
You're a wild boy, Keith.
K-Bum, you know what you said last week, so we gonna let you slide.
Hey, I'm just saying, impregnating people. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Somebody did say that, didn't they? Go ahead, Keith. It's your floor.
No, I welcome a partner showcase because I think at this point we kind of know what we want from Nintendo. They always had that expectations. Oh, you can always have an expectation to get something weird, but for the most part, those tentpole games, Mario, Zelda's, Splatoon,
Find a Planet
all
Fitness
those
near you
types
for
of
$1
games,
down, $15
you're
a month.
kind of
Cancel
expecting those.
anytime.
You want
Deal
those
ends
classic
January
Nintendo
30th.
games, but at this point, Nintendo has been firing on all cylinders, getting titles that you didn't expect, like a Pragmata. It was never announced. We saw that game for like years ago, and now it's finally coming out. And there's a Switch 2 version. You got the new 007 game coming. You know what I mean? So I want more surprises, like Forza Horizon 6 should be coming. If there is a Nintendo Direct partner showcase, I would like to see Forza Horizon 6 in there. All those Xbox games, to be honest with you, would be great to see in the partner showcase. So I would just be surprised and happy to see more titles that you didn't expect in there. Not necessarily exclusive partner titles, if you know what I mean, tailor-made to the Switch 2. Because I don't think a lot of those games don't go over well with like the majority it's like this minority of people that like these little subset games that Nintendo comes out with on their third party come out with that's exclusive to Nintendo platform. I welcome those too, but I still want to see more games that's been talked about around the industry on other platforms also showing up on the Switch 2 and preferably day and date. So I'm not mad at it. I don't think it has to be a general direct. It doesn't have to be Nintendo games. I think at this time we're turning the corner with Nintendo where the possibilities that weren't in the past are available now. So I'm cool. I'm cool with a partner showcase.
Okay, all right. K-Mom.
Yep. Yeah. So I thought that was the most exciting part of the Switch 2 is all of the third party coming to the system. So I don't think there's an issue with a partner showcase. I think um, that this is a good time to do it, get it out in the front of the year. Uh, I think they need to do it because what I've heard is that Nintendo likes to be the ones to make announcements when stuff is coming to their console. So the more partner showcase they can have, the more that they can get those games announced instead of just holding on to it. So I personally don't have a problem with the partner showcase. My next Switch game may be a third party game. So I look forward to that. And I don't think they need the first party yet. I think it's always good to kind of get that because there's a lot of big hitters out there that they can do for the Switch 2. So I know it's a lot of, especially the next Zelda is kind of what's been going around. But I think partner showcase is good as long as it's not like the normal ones when it's just a bunch of and don't be mad, Keith, when there's a bunch of dragon the dragon, what you call it? Dragon
Quest.
game. Yeah, every game looks like Dragon Quest. As long that every game doesn't look like Dragon Quest, then I'm fine with a partner showcase. Because we have power. You have power now. You can actually make a good looking game with some good graphics. So yeah. So I don't mind a partner showcase. That's like I said, my next game for the Switch may be third party. I think all the games I own outside of Mario Kart, which came with it, is third party. So
all right. This is
Dragon Quest 7 is beautiful, just by the way. It's just a beautiful game.
I didn't say it wasn't. I said, but we don't need every game to like Dragon Quest.
No, I agree, but it's beautiful.
This footage that you're watching is Dark Star footage. Shout out to him. Give him credit. So this is his video covering the rumored partner showcase that might be coming out next week. So I'm going to say, I was hoping for a mainline direct, but I did predict in our predictions that we were going to get a partner showcase here soon. And the reason I felt that way is because there is a lot of third-party titles that Nintendo and their partners need to announce. I think some of those titles we've seen already, they just wasn't allowed to announce it at that show. And we might see some of them games be announced for the Switch 2 here. Right now, Nintendo is kind of leaning in on third party. They letting third party cook, kind of like what they was initially going to do with the Wii U until third party kind of backed out. They kind of getting third parties kind of redeeming themselves a little bit. And it's a lot. You like Keith said, you got Pragmata, you got Resident Evil Requiem, you got James Bond, you got Elden Ring still to announce, Borderlands still to announce, Elden Ring still to announce, and some games that we know are coming from Microsoft that they still haven't announced. So you need to. Look, man. Me and Keith was literally talking about this today, brother. We don't have the money. Like I already have. I think on my Switch right now, I have at least 20-something games already. And I got Donkey Kong Bonanza, I got Mario Kart World, and Metroid Prime 4 are the only first-party new games that's for that system Out of them 20 games, only 3 of them are Nintendo. Everything else I got is third party. And I got a lot of them. They fine. They don't, I think Nintendo's like, we're going to give you, I think we're going to get, when is their financial? Is that towards the end of February?
Yeah, I think it's in the start of April. So yeah.
They next financial report is, I thought that was in February. They next financial sharings with they stock owners and all that. With they I thought that was in February.
Did I say April? I meant March.
Is it March? I know fiscal
March.
year is up in March. They won't have any financial reports for February. I thought they were.
All right, don't quote me.
My point is, they have enough time to do a partner. To me, I think a partner showcase is more immediate because you got to show off Requiem for the Switch 2, and you got to show off. Final Fantasy VII literally just came last week. They might have something in there to push that some more. They got a lot to do with third party right now, and I think they got enough time between now and March to do a mainline direct, and it's not going to hurt anything. They can literally ride this wave for a little bit. So I'm not mad at it. I was gearing up for mainline direct, but when they said it was a partner showcase, I'm like, well, I did think that was going to be next because there's just a lot of third-party titles that has to be shared, and I don't think they're going to be able to do all that in the mainline direct. So they got to give these dudes time, and I hope that they do better than they did originally. The original partner showcase that they showed that back in the summertime that really made me upset. So, I'm not mad at it. They got a lot to show, so I'm not mad. And I'm hearing that there's some stuff that's going to be there that people are going to be shocked to see coming to the Switch 2. And I think third party is just as important as first party right now for Nintendo. They know first party gonna sell. I think they trying to make sure third party is getting a healthy opportunity to push their stuff. I think Nintendo's giving them the space to do that, and I think that's good. Any thoughts?
No, I agree. I think Nintendo's definitely giving them the space to operate, and they are definitely taking advantage. Just reminds me of that statement that the Final Fantasy dev said that, maybe going PlayStation exclusive wasn't the right idea, and getting some of that Nintendo money, especially in Japan.
Yeah.
It makes sense to put your games on this platform.
They still got to announce Call of Duty. That still got to get announced. Because if the rumor is to be believed that supposedly, I don't know if I believe this, that they talking about that whenever the mainline direct come, a Mario game is going to be being shown, that's going to overshadow everything. You see what I'm saying? So let these third parties cook. Some of these games that's coming are already available elsewhere. So you need to let them cook and let them be shown off on the Switch and get a proper showing and let them breathe a little bit. And I think I just think they're in a good position. I mean, they need a direct. They need a mainline direct to drive system attention like we know they can. But I think we're going to get some third-party announcements that's still going to cause people to look towards the Switch too. So I think they're cool. I think we'll get something towards the end of next month, maybe going into March, we get that main line, and I think everything will be fine. I think we're going to see some great stuff that people are going to be happy to talk about after next week if it happens. So, K-Bomb, any other thoughts on this, or are we done?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Keith, any more thoughts?
I'm good too.
All righty. Well, that was the show for tonight. Man. So, everyone that was looking forward to a PlayStation 6, you still on that PlayStation 4? The article said it's time to let it go. Go ahead, man. Go spend that I don't know how much it costs now. How much it costs now? 500?
Something.
525. Well, go ahead, go spend that, man, and enjoy it for the next 4 years, because that's how long it's gonna be here. You know, Riverina's coming this year. You got Ghost of Yote. You know, that's a good game. You got all the third parties. So go on out and spend that money. Xbox, go ahead and make that PlayStation 5 your Xbox. You know, I don't know what you but anyway, I'm gonna let these dudes sign out. Or you can get a Switch too. Hey, you know, if you on that Series S, cross on over to the Switch 2. They about the same. You can get both the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series S and X by simply buying the PlayStation 5 and the Switch 2. You got your Xbox Series X and S. And guess what? You have some first-party titles that you don't get with Microsoft. Oh, let me stop. Who want to sign out first? Who going?
I go ahead and go. Keep him killing it. I'll let him kind of wrap it up on his own terms.
All right.
No, man. I enjoyed the podcast. I enjoyed today. Today was fun. It was a blast to be on here with you guys. Definitely great topics. Appreciate you guys coming through. I appreciate the new names. Appreciate the 2K homies coming through. You know, after I get done with this, I might play some 2K with y'all. Y'all get to acting crazy. But no, I enjoyed myself. Topic we stayed on point. We didn't get a chance to hit the time we wanted, but I thought it was good. Yeah. I enjoyed myself, and I hope everybody else did too.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on what you been gaming on because I had to step away. All right, Mr. Norris, your floor.
Thank you. My floor. Please watch your foot. Take your shoes off. Try to keep it clean. I appreciate everybody showing up, keeping us company, keeping us honest about the things that we're talking about. I think the topics that we had tonight were great. I do think that we got through them. I want to say this one thing though, man. If you find yourself fighting on Twitter about people's opinions, man, just chill, man. This is a good time to just, if you find yourself doing it, go find your game to play. Don't be on the internet fighting. I'll tell y'all what I'm talking about when we get off. Don't be over here fighting, man.
I already know.
But yeah, man. Hey, listen, it's still snow and ice out there. Y'all be careful. Well, it's still snow and ice out here where I'm at. Be careful when you're driving. Black ice is serious. And see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I enjoyed myself on tonight. It's always a pleasure to jump on with these two fellas. We get it in. Me and Keith be going back and forth pretty much all day, depending on the subject. Then it's K-Bum and me. But me and Keith, this is basketball.
LeBron James.
Better not bring up nothing Digital Foundry. It's not gonna go well. But anyway, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying nothing. But I thank everybody that tuned in. We got a lot of new faces in on tonight. I appreciate each one of you guys. Hey, let's keep this thing going, man. Keep building the channel up. I know we got good content over here. So as more and more people find out about the Live and Level Gamers podcast and realize, hey, bro, them people over there, them dudes really dope, and they got a lot of chemistry. I think they'll buy into what we selling over here. But anyway, this was the cast for tonight. Hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Do all that there. And we'll be back next week, same time, same place, all in your inner drum, in them internet streets. This is Live and Level Game Podcast, and next time, deuces. Deuce.
But we got smashed, bro. So
we might have to do the next week's show. Well, they probably have their podcast. I mean, they show us early with this apartment showcase. Deuce, people. Out here in these trenches, body, don't mess with us. Got 40 deep, ready to go. King James, let me know. All got itchy triggers. Talk fast, let it blow. Blast like rockets. Open your ears and cop this. Man, this rock free. Keep that cash in your pocket. Peace.
But we got smashed, bro.